Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Today we're going to start part 2 of Countries and Kings. And we're skipping all this because it takes up, I've already checked, it takes up about 3 minutes. So we're going to start with a prologue on Drifting Clouds. Basically, now we are in Crimea. They talk about how Elincia has taken the throne. She's been there for 3 years, and most of the aristocrats agree that she is not a very experienced ruler. And so they mock every decision that she makes. And the hero of the Mad King's War, Ike, was granted peerage, so he went from nobility to an immediate, like, somebody like an aristocrat, and none of the other aristocrats appreciated it. But then he left, which didn't really do much to please the aristocrats. They still mock pretty much every decision she makes. And then Geoffrey and Lucia are getting mad as well. Lucia is Elincia's childhood friend, and Geoffrey was part of the Royal Knights of Crimea back in the Mad King's War, and he still is. He's the leader now. Because Lucy's uncle was the leader, but Lucy's uncle is gone. So Elincia went out here to think and wondering if she was experienced enough as a ruler, and Marcia assures her that she is. And she is a good ruler. She is. So we got some foggy skies here. Drifting clouds, I suppose, if you want to follow the title of the chapter. What's this? Oh, it's Nealuchi from the last game, who was not playable, but he was in there. And Leanne as well. So it looks like some Benyan Draco Knights have decided to stray from their territory. So that Elincia can't let them know that she's the queen, so she says she serves the queen. So it looks like we're going to have to protect them, protect Leanne from being kidnapped. Where can she travel to? Alright, we're going to start by putting Marcia right here, and throwing a javelin at the sky. Leanne, like Raphael in the first part, also has Golder, which she can use on one person. Unfortunately, she can't use it on everybody like Raphael can. But we only need to use it for one person, so we'll take out the Draco Knight. And move her right here. So basically you're going to want to form a barrier around Leanne, so she cannot be taken. Now you can't form a perfect barrier, so make sure the part at the top is open, because that's really not a threat to you in the top left corner, because there's nothing there. And I don't believe there's any reinforcements on this map. This is the only map in the entire game where all the units will be flying only, because you'll notice it's either a Raven, a Serenus, a Pegasus Knight, or a Draco Knight. So now we have the introduction of Haar back from the last game. And Haar wasn't really fantastic in the last game, but now he's amazing. He's easily the best unit in the second part. There's another unit in this part that is really, really good and comes very close to Haar, though. And she is a very good unit as well. I believe the best units, this is just my personal opinion, but the best units in the first part was probably Edward, Nolan, and Aaron. Though Makai and Soth were pretty decent as well. Meg, Leonardo, Fiona, they were all pretty bad. Ileana's, okay, I suppose. You're going to want to use Vigor on Elincia or Nealuchi, whoever did not get their kill. If they both didn't get their kill, just pick one, it won't matter. Now as for Marcia's, do not kill him just yet. Despite the fact that you probably could, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I said I don't know twice. So if you talk to him with Marcia, she explains that she needs help, and that Haar's delivering cargo and he doesn't want to help. And after much persuasion, he decides to help. So let's show off Haar's wicked skills, because he is an awesome unit. Look at all that damage! 19 times 2? That's amazing! Haar is easily one of the best units in the game. If you can get him to get to his class change, nothing will be able to kill him, except for possibly Thunder Mages, because they do bonus damage against the dragons. We're going to have Haar right here, because... Oh, no, wait, right here. Because he can probably put up a better defense. Put Elincia right here. And what do you guys have for weapons? A hand axe, an iron poleaxe, an iron poleaxe, and an iron axe. So, we are going to switch back to the steel lance. That will work very well. Alright, so you're going to want to take out the boss last, because they are he's easily going to be your biggest threat overall. Yeah! Got a stun. That does a lot of damage at once, and it also prevents them from attacking. Actually, let's keep Marcia where she is. Fantastic. You'll notice that Leanne can use Golder and use the Vigor skill, which is what Raphael had, but it can only be used on one person instead of all the units around them. I'm going to use it on Marcia so she can heal herself. And I will let the final two Draco Knights take their turn however they please. Unfortunately, he did not get a kill. And I got very lucky there as well. So yes, I will definitely be healing Marcia next round. However, I think there's a way this can benefit me by using Leanne. But I think I'll let Haar do that instead. So we're going to put Marcia right here and have her heal herself because she's almost out of HP. Elincia is going to do less damage than Nealuchi to the boss, so we'll use Elincia to take out the final Draco Knight. And then we'll have her kind of shield him. Okay, he can do a fairly decent amount of damage. Though his Laguz counter would suggest otherwise. Fortunately, he has a Laguz stone. So I'm not too concerned. Besides, the odds of him getting hit are very small. His hit was only 7. I'm gonna hide him in the clouds just to be safe. So Haar is going to be your main way of killing this guy. You don't have to kill all the Draco Knights, you just have to survive. I would recommend killing them, however. Because this guy drops a short axe, which is a great weapon for Haar to have. And if you use Vigor on Haar and have him attack the boss twice, that will probably kill him, in this case it does. So there we go. So yeah, Haar is a level 12 Dragon Master. He can class up into a Dragon Lord, and that makes him virtually untouchable. For some reason, even if you do defeat all the enemies before the 8-turn limit is up, they decide to make it continue on even though no reinforcements show up. If you want, what you can do is like have your unit like, you know, just make them turn to gray by doing nothing and hitting weight, and then use Vigor, and it will give them a little bit, or it will give Leanne a little bit of experience. You don't have to, but you can. Keep in mind that anybody that stands next to Leanne will get a slight boost in their HP. So don't use your vulneraries to heal, and you shouldn't anyway, because there's no real reason to, because there's no more units on the screen. You'll notice, unlike the last game, the Vulnerary had 3 uses instead, or it has 8 uses instead of 3, and it restores 20 HP instead of 10, so the Vulnerary got much better. And after 8 turns, Marcia will be like, you better run! Well, why would they run? They're all gone. We killed them all. So Leanne is fine. What brings you here? You're both in Gallia. They came to talk to Ike. And no one knows where the Grail mercenaries are. What are we supposed to do? Would you like to visit the royal court since there's nothing to do? I'd be happy to investigate the whereabouts of the Grail mercenaries. There are matters which I must speak to Sir Ike with myself. Ah, wrong button. Let me try that again.
Queen Elincia encounters and defeats a wing of Benyon Draco Knights trespassing in Crimean skies. After rescuing Chamberlain Nealuchi and Princess Leanne, she invites them to be her guests at the royal court. While Elincia's show of loyalty to her Lagoon's allies causes an uproar among the nobles at court, they are aware that the Heron Princess is under the mutual protection of the mighty Lagoon's Hawk King and Raven King. Because of this, there is no public show of distaste. However, dissatisfaction with Elincia's rule now spreads from a single faction to a larger group. Crimea's unity is slowly rotting from within. This discord begins to be felt even in country hamlets, like the farming village of Oma.
So, for any of you that need a recap, basically what happened is she invited them to court, and nobody enjoyed that because they don't really like the Lagoos still, even though they helped them during the war. But since the Heron Princess has the Hawk King and Raven King for allies, it would be a bad idea to show your complaints. So next time, we'll see what Braum wants with Jacob. Later, guys.